Hey you, and welcome to Building It Beautiful in Elder Scrolls Online. Now we are in Tamriel is the name of this place. We're actually, these are showing all the way shrines. These are ways you can move back and forth for free. You go to one, you can pop to the other. It's like TPing. And the little black houses, of course, are houses you can get. The white ones are houses I already have, and as you can see, I've got a few. And then not collected kicks in, and it goes on and on and on and on. And I will be doing some previews of some of these places. We'll be doing some walkthroughs, especially the ones that I'm about to buy. And then I can show you what they look like before and then after, when I get through mucking around with them. So I just started playing, I played the game in beta, and I just started playing again a few months ago and discovered the housing had been instigated in the game. And I have been learning to craft ever since, and learning my way around the map, mostly doing some dungeons. I really haven't done a lot in the way of questing yet, but we'll you know, I had curtains to hang, okay? So we're in Ebonheart, the Black City. This is actually the capital of Stonefalls. You can see this is where I'm standing. This is sort of a little town square here. And that inn, the Ebony Flask, is where we are going to be heading here in just a second. Now, what you can do with this inn, there are 3 inns you can, well, actually there's 4 that I know of. I have 4 inns. 3 of them you get for free. One of them just, I don't know, costs like 2,000 gold or something, which you can get in mere moments in this game in some places. But what you can do if you want to get it immediately and not muck around with anything, quest starters, a room to spare. You can pick that up. You go talk to a lady at the inn. She gives you a room. That's really all there is to it. In some of the cities you can go to, I know in Daggerfall you go to the bank, and there's like a little poster on the wall, which is basically, you know, room for rent, that sort of thing. So there's the inn. This is where we're heading right here. Now, it's an interesting town. It is a dark elf town. This is their specific architecture. The Black City, because of the black stone, of course, that they're building with. And this sits over here. Now, a lot of days this place is pretty grim. We're lucky today. There's a little bit of light and sunshine, at least bright enough you can see shadows. It's not got the best weather in the game. And of course, this sits over there. Now, that tower right there, there is an entire, can we see any of it? That one's not free, but all of this is a mansion you can buy with that for a view. You can go up into your tower, look down over, if you want to. But my concern was I forgot there was water there, and I was wondering if we were going to ever have to worry about the inn being inundated with lava. But it looks like we're fine. It's going to be okay. It would take an awful lot. Now, of course, the thing could erupt and we can be covered in ash and all the rest of it. Who knows? But I'm going to assume that's not going to happen. Now, this is the inn. Cute little place. This is the dark elf style, and I will be talking a lot more about styles as we get into this, not today, but in the future. They have a lot of little pointy bits. I find these kind of worrisome because I'm going to be the one who falls and trips at night on the carpet and kills myself on the sofas. But I really love the green. I absolutely love some of the furniture they have, and these, you know, the pots like this, the brass and the gold trim everywhere, and that lovely green stained wood. I think it's fabulous, and I haven't used it before until today. Now, if you come upstairs, this little thing right here is Seeking Tenant, and again, if you take that, you're picking up the quest. You go downstairs and talk to a lady, and you get a free room. And this is the little alcove that leads to my room, which I kind of feel means this probably must be my sitting room, right? I think so. That's my plan, at any rate. Now, the inn rooms are small. They really are. They're quite tiny. Although this is a picture here, this is of what you can do with an inn room. When you first see it, you're going to go, there's no way that'll fit. And yet, yeah. You can put a fair bit in these places. So it's here. It's tiny. It's just a wee little place. I don't know, up in the dark rafters or the towers or some damn thing. I'm not really sure where they've put me here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, you notice when you get in here, down in the bottom right hand corner, it says housing editor. So you hit 5, and this allows you to start actually decorating in your house. Now I have bought, well, I've bought things, I've made a lot of things, I'm happy to say, because I'm crafting now. Now these two, this one I got for leveling up. This is another you can get in game, but I'm afraid I caved in and just bought the damn thing. Excuse my language, but I needed the room. The first thing I'm going to do is just put these down, because these are kind of special. They're very, very nice. When you place them, you can store things in them, and I can put these in every house I own, which is kind of epic when you think about it. You know, this is a little one. We'll tuck that in the corner here. Wait, I could move them. But you can put this in every house you own, and then anything you put in that is shared. So you can go to the other house, you can, you know, take things out. I can put things in here. It's all good. So these will be connected, and these will allow me to go in and rummage around if there's things that I haven't kept on me that I would like to. Now these services, these are actual NPCs. They're, if I put him, I can put him in the room and he'll stand there, and then I can do banking while I'm here. Or this one is a merchant I can sell things to. Now one thing I really love about the houses, I'm going to show you, get rid of this. I'm going to show you on the map again. These are the way shrines that let you teleport between places. You can do the same with your housing. The thing with it, with a way shrine, see, it's going to cost me right now 146 gold if I want to use, you know, to go to that way shrine from a place other than another way shrine. If I'm there, I can go there for free. But I can go anywhere in the game to my houses, which is pretty cool, because you can see there's one here. There's the little white one tucked in over here. I've got one down here. And like I said, 4 of these are just little in rooms that were either free or so cheap, who cares? That's another freebie. So I could click on those and go to that house at any time for free. You're seeing a price there because it's either got the public house, Maracus public house, or the way shrine. But I can, so they're kind of like free ways to teleport around, which is kind of freaking epic. So if you put the banker and the assistant, I could just sit them in here, which I have done, and I could just teleport in here, grab stuff out of my chest, sell off junk, put things in the bank, and go on from there. I find them extremely handy, and that's my excuse for buying houses all over the place. It seems important, right? So as you can see, we've got conservatory. These are all outdoor things and plants, and a well. I probably won't need one in here at all. We've got chairs, table. I'm going to want these two, but I'm going to go, we'll wait for a minute on that. Gallery, art things, things you can hang on. Actually, this, you know what? I wanted these. I don't know if this will work, because I didn't know how big they were when I bought them, and they're freaking huge. See, I thought that would kind of, it covers up half the window though, you know? I don't know. Is that a good idea? I'm not convinced it is. I don't know if it's a bad idea, but I'm not sure it's a good one either. Well, we're going to put it there, and it makes a it's big, and it's a small room, but it's a small room. We can clutter it up with a bunch of little things, or we could just make a big, bold statement. Yeah, that's the one right there. Yeah. This thing, let's see, how big? Perfect. Now I'm using my middle mouse button. You can like send it away from you, pull it back, up and down, whatever, you know, whatever you're aimed at is basically, you know, it's going to zoom in and out from there. And you can see the 6 controls on the bottom if you want to really get busy. Now I can't put it too close to the door. That's why it's going red here. And if I go too far, it just falls into the floor. So pretty good. Now sometimes floors are uneven, and when you look at them, you know, you're up to your halfway up your shin in carpets, but that's not the case now. It looks like it's working pretty good. Now this side, it doesn't look even with the door at all, does it? But no, it's not even with the window either. Is this better? Is gooder? Is to be gooder now? I don't know. It looks better, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Ish. So right there, it would have to move over. So maybe the door being inside an old building is the stone building. It's not level. Is it not even? Now it looks like it. We've got that beam up there, right? Now the things are centered on you, and unfortunately you tend to be a little off center sometimes, so I'm not. Let's try this. So this still looks okay, and this way it's better. I'm gonna say that's perfect. And if it's not, we're blaming the maid for when she cleaned up, she just moved the carpet over. So I mean, what do you do, right? Good help. It's hard. It's so hard. I thought I had a round table, except it's a fancy one called a tea table. Here we go. I made this one. It's my first one too. I was quite proud of myself. That has 4. So we're putting it on a 3-pronged thingy, but it's got 4 legs. So we're just gonna center it as best we can and call it just fine. I really like I love the green. I love this kind of deep sagey toned down green, and the gold and the bronzes and the gold leaf or whatever it is they put with it. I think these are quite nice, and I've never used this before. Now here's the thing. I don't have the chairs all the chairs I wanted. How am I going to do this? I don't remember what stuff I have, so you know what, now with the chairs, watch them when they turn green, because if it's not green you can't sit in it. And you can actually sit in them, and you know that right there. See, now it's on the floor. And I have 2 of those, so I'll put them like this. There we go. And yeah, good enough. I had another chair. Now, completely different color, but maybe it was like my favorite chair and I brought it with me when I moved here. Or maybe it was a gift. It was a housewarming gift, right? And people didn't know what you were going to be using. And it's got arms and it looks comfy and it has a little bit of color. I mean, that is one thing. If you go with all the same style, the styles in the game are very definite. And you can get a lot of reds and golds, or in this case, the green and golds. And the wood is kind of pale. And some it's going to be darker with red, or some are kind of a toned down brown. Some are yellow. It can get very monotone is great until it becomes boring tone, you know. So you need something to make it look like somebody actually lives here, and it's just not some pretend darn thing that, you know. Yeah. Counter. I do have this. Now, this is not the piece I wanted for this, and I'll be honest, I couldn't make it. I couldn't get the materials to actually do it the other day, and this is going to have to be what we settle for, unfortunately, for now. Like I said, this is not going to be an in-room to sleep in. I have lots of those. This is just going to be a place where I can come, have a cup of tea, or, you know, wine, maybe something. Did I have a shelf somewhere? There, a dark elf shelf. Perfect. Now, there's not a lot of light in that window, but I thought, you know, it would look nice pretending that a lot of light was coming through. Okay, simmer down here. Simmer down. Okay, I'm finding this hard to... There, that's pretty good. Except it's got, there we go. Let's go see what that looks like. And it's got the little brace on the bottom, but is it more than that? What does that look like when it's away from there? And you can just float it in midair and go have a look. Okay, so I see what we're doing here. And then, and you can, you know, bury things inside the wall, put 2 things together. You can, you know, come up with new designs by combining things that might not, you know, we could put it just like that, and then it would just be a shelf that's built in. That works too. Or just leave a little bit of the bracing. I mean, that, yeah, it'll be fine. I don't think that's quite even yet, because that'd be too easy. No fun at all right there. And now I've gone too far the other way. How is that? How is that over here? I don't know. Maybe that's all right. I mean, I'm never going to see it from that direction anyway, so let's not worry about it. Now I had, what have I got? What have I got for this? Desks? A dark elf. Oh, good. All right. It's not what I thought I had, but that's okay. Now we could use this as a desk, and I think I'm just going to, you know, use it as a Oh, do we have papers? What do we got? Library. Shelves, no. Oh, I've got this, but I have no quill to go with it. So we'll have to add that later. This won't be perfect. I'm so sorry. And first of all, I have to get my own self out of the freaking way because I can't see what I'm doing. So right there. And sometimes, you know, if you're not careful, yeah, I'm trying to peer under. That's good. They float. Now there is there are settings you can play with so things kind of snap to and blah blah blah. I'll be honest, I don't really like the way it works, so I don't use it. And we'll put some papers over here. This is going to be like my little meeting room, so you know we'll have the important papers kicking around and stuff like that. It'll be fine. Now is that one? That's good. That's okay then. And if I ever get, yes, it looks kind of floaty, doesn't it? Looking kind of floaty there, folks. Are you going to be floaty boaty? So, well, I don't know, guys. Sometimes it's just the textures, right? They just look how they look and oops. So what else can we put in here? We can't put a lot. These will go in here. Absolutely. Lighting. Okay, I just made my first one of these yesterday. Should I put that on there? That's pretty. Or on here. Put it up in here. I just made my first one last night. Very pricey. These are expensive. Those are not, those were, yeah. Now this is a completely different style, but you know what? This whole room is feeling so formal, and this is kind of a formal thing. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it'll look just fine here, and it'll add something a little bit different to the room. And spin that just a wee snizzle. And I've only got one thing. See, I got two separate ones, and that was not really what I had planned here, but. Now here's the thing. Come on. Get caught up. I'm going to put this over here. Like that. That'll be fine. Sure. That'll be fine. We got the one light here. I've got the light there. Maybe I should take this and move it over to this side. The middle, to want it in the center, I don't know if I do, because it's going to be hard to put it there. And then if it's not right, it'll drive me nuts. That's not right, but it's not horrible either, is it? I mean, it might be just good enough, you know? Okay. It's going to be good enough now. Sometimes you just gotta not look anymore. It's like, oh yeah, that's the one. Drinkware. What do we got? Potter. Oh, here. You gotta have. If a room is gonna feel like somebody lives in it, you gotta have a plant in it. I'm just saying. I think that's vitally important. So I'm gonna pop that down there, and I might even put another. I don't know. We'll start with that and see what we've got, and then the drinkware stuff. Again, these are brand new for me. This stuff here is brand new. I've never made these before. Just got these last night. And does it kind of look like that's the pitch where you pour from, right? That side there. And then R for browse. R for browse. It's like The Sims when you go B for wall. You know, it makes perfect sense. Indeed. Pull that up, spin around, right round, baby, right round. You know, I want it to, you know, those, aren't they nice though? Oh, I love that green. I love that green. And then these are high elf things. And again, you know, people travel and they pick up stuff, and I have all kinds of things in my house that aren't, you know, from Sudbury. God, like we have a style. And if we did, I'm sure I would. Well, we do have a style. I just don't like it. It's called ugly mining style. So I'm going to put this here. So you could sit here, and if your guests show up and they're nice, then, you know, you've got other options. Maybe that's Saurian brandy, or, you know, you never know, right? Good stuff. So we can sit here and have a drink. Now we wanted a plant. You know, this is going to need something else. There's these sort of flags. I'm not sure what else to call them, that hang, that might look nice sitting across there, or even across the top here. A hanging lantern would be lovely. I feel this room is going to need some color. This is not, it is not to be colored very well, is it? Flowers, what do we have? Those are gorgeous, but they're way too little for that pot. Not going to work. Those are not the right shape. And some of these, I don't know. I have no idea. How big is that? That's just too little. Way too little. What did I click on here? Try this again. Here, go. Now, and this might just, that would be color, but is it right? You know, is that what we want? Not that one. The other one's bigger. The other might be gooder. Or is that just too big? And that, you know, that ties in with the red with the chair there. And all of a sudden it looks like you've done something on purpose. That's not great. It's not, it's off a bit. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Maybe? That's totally a maybe. Now what we could do with one of these too. The flowers I said that were too small. Where are they? Little white flowers. They're just these little goobers. I just bought these this morning. I've never been able to get them before, but I got the achievement that lets me buy them. And these could do like that. Like, it's a little bouquet. It's like, oh, somebody brought flowers. I'll just put them in water. Apparently, I missed the water, but, you know, the thought was there, right? There we go. Look. So one's got Sorry and Brandy, and the other is, I just poured, you know, it's a special flower that really likes good wine. That's what it is right there. That'll be just fine. Now, is there anything else I can put in this room? I don't know. Tables, no. Gallery. I don't have any paintings on me at all. Well, that's unfortunate. There's another pot. Supplies, lighting. No, oh, here's I'll show you this. This is a cutie here in a second. Tapestries. I've got 3 dark elf tapestries somewhere else. Is there any chance something like this would, and where would one put it? Nowhere. With that rounded ceiling. Yeah, no. Those flags I'm talking about are the only thing I can think of that might fit. Or maybe I should have put a really bright red carpet down or something. But it's a quiet room. And if it's just for a little, you know, a little private meeting somewhere that you don't want other people to know about, you know, it could be fine. And what do we have in there? Nothing fancy. Now, one thing you can do, do I want it guarded by a dog? I don't know. I've never even had that out. Oh my God. A jackal. A cat. We could give it a cat, right? Mage's Guild, a sentry cat. That'd be kind of cute. The little fox, a monkey, a creepy, a little baby goat. Maybe not for this particular one. We could put a cat in here. Sure. Where would we put the cat? The cat's going to go for the most comfortable seat in the house, of course. And there you go. We have a cat that will hang out and it will sit down and lay down sometimes. It'll be all curled up in the chair and it'll be toots adorbs. Yeah, I would like to see some, I don't know if I have any artwork at all. I've put it all in the Guild Cave. I have no idea if I have anything around. Got a really bad feeling I do not. Not in that one. I might have something in the Guild Bank, but not in my own either. And this is a bunch of crap from the cave that we just don't even know what to do with, so. Well, now that would be... that would be colorful. I don't think it belongs in here. But you don't know if you don't try, right? God. I got a bad feeling about this. I have no idea where they are either. Courtyard? Conservatory services. I don't know where this stuff would be. Parlor structures. There we go. Just it, you know, it would be it would wake up the place. It put some color in it, and it'll be the stick will just go up and down to whatever you need. It'll be exactly as tall or as short as you want it to be. And I'm caught in my own chairs again, hoisted on my own petard. And I guess I could put the rest of them away. Is that, you know, is that a little souvenir? It was a fun holiday. That could be, yeah, sure. You know, a little souvenir you picked up. It's a bit of whimsy in what's very, you know, very formal kind of dark room. We get the little flowers over here. And it's like, oh, you got a sense of humor anyway. You're not a complete, you know, dull and boring person. Now we could hang, you know, lighting on the wall, scones. I got biscuits and scones on the brain. But I don't know, maybe we're done. You know, maybe this is not a big room. Now what you can do, you can check and see under browse. I've only got 6 more items I can put in here anyway. It is a small room. They know it's a small room. It's like, don't get ridiculous, okay? Just simmer down. I could put another candle on the table here, but that might just be a bit of overkill. I think it's done. And if I end up finding, I know we do have smaller pieces of art, but they'd have to hang very low, and I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it. This is a very different style room than I generally go for. And that's why it needs doing. I think that's all right. Okay, I hadn't planned on using that plant or that one in that way, but hey, it works, you know. I can even put flowers down in the inkwell. It just looks like an inkwell. Oh, clever. Well, I think I'm done. So this is in the in Ebonheart. Nice little, oh, look, the cat's having a wee stretch there. Yeah, that's my guard cat. Sick him, darling. Get him good. So we are in Ebonheart at the Ebony Flask Inn. It's a freebie in Stone Falls, way over in this part of Tamriel in Elder Scrolls Online, and I'll be doing more of these. So if you like the game, and I'm going to be talking, I said, about styles in the future and architecture and some different stuff. So I'll see you around, and I hope you enjoyed some of this, because I'm really liking buying houses, and I have a lot more to show you. So bye-bye, guys. Until I see you next time, live your life happy. Build it beautiful. Bye-bye.